Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Bad Toy Reviews. Today we've got some new Star Wars Black Series figures. We have Cad Bane, the Mandalorian Super Commando, the Mandalorian Loyalist, and the new Ahsoka. So these are based on the characters seen in the Clone Wars cartoon that is currently on Disney Plus. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, and well, first let's take a look at them because they are the new style boxes with the angle here and the art on the side. So there's the side of the boxes, and here is the back. You see Cad Bane, the Super Commando, the Loyalist, and Ahsoka. So let's get them out of the box and take a closer look. All right, first up here we have Cad Bane as seen in the Clone Wars. This is actually something different for Hasbro because it's an all-new sculpt, which is something we don't see a lot these days. It's been a lot of repaints here lately, but this is a very, very nice detailed sculpt. As far as accessories, his hat is removable. Of course, he has his dual hip-slung blasters. Here's a close look at one of the blasters. And they just slide right into the holster there. He's got his duster jacket, a bag, his breather here. The breathing apparatus does detach if you choose to detach it, and it just pegs right back in there. You will feel it seat when it seats. So there's that. There's a lot of detail here on his wrist gauntlets. You see he's got his little blasters there in his wrist gauntlets. And here is this one. They look to be very, very similar pieces. A lot of detail here on the body itself. It's actually pretty well painted. He's got his rockets there on his boots. When I pulled it from the package, the rockets were upside down, but they do rotate here. So you see there. Let's get this. The hat. You see the hat there. There is like some odd color delineation there on the hat. I'm not super familiar with the character. I'm sorry to say that I've never watched the Clone Wars. I might do it now that it's all done, but I do like the design of the character. I do like the new sculpt. It's always nice to get a new sculpt. But there is Cad Bane. I like it. I always like bounty hunters. But it's a good figure. Let's put his blasters in his hands here. So we'll take his blaster out. There we go. And of course he has pretty standard articulation. The neck articulation, you see there, it articulates here at the base of the neck. And of course there is a little bit of movement in the head at the ball joint, but not a lot. Most of it comes from this joint right there. But put his hat back on him. Get his other blaster out. And get that in his hand as well. The hat does not stay on as tightly as you'd hope it would. Where'd it go? There it is. But there's Cad Bane from the Clone Wars series, and maybe he'll pop up again in something. It'd be cool to see a live action version of the character, but I guess that will be down the road. Here's the back of his breathing apparatus, as you see there. It would also be nice to get a version of the figure without the hood there, with just his blue head. But who knows? Maybe down the road. So there's Cad Bane. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Super Commando, the Mandalorian Super Commando. So let's take a look at him. All right, and here is the Mandalorian Super Commando. Again, this is mostly a reuse by Hasbro. There's a couple new pieces. Of course, the I guess pauldrons here on the side. Those are new pieces. As you see, they have the spikes and, of course, the helmet with the crown of horns there is a new piece. But the jetpack, the arms, the chest, the crotch piece, the leg from the knee down, the arms, like completely, those are all Jango Fett. And, you know, the new leg pieces, of course, have these holsters here for the, I believe this is the Westar 35. And these fit very, very snugly in these holsters, as you see there. Like, to get it out is quite difficult. Let's get his blasters in his hand there. I do like the detail on the Westar 35. You see there. You know, it's what I've honestly come to expect from Hasbro. I don't want to sit here and rant about the sheer volume of repaints, but it is more and more prevalent with them. They will re-release the same body, and, you know, with Marvel Legends, it's to be expected because a lot of the superheroes and, you know, they just, but with the Star Wars stuff, it tends to be a little annoying when there's so many characters that they have not done in the Black Series, and they just keep pumping out the same thing over and over and over again. As far as articulation goes, you know, that's about it in the waist, and then the horns there on the pauldron don't really limit the shoulder articulation. The tubes here on the arms get you about to there. I have seen on Facebook where some of them have been breaking, but that's right at 90 degrees, and you see it. But if you try to go over 90, it does start to kind of pull here, and you can break these tubes. The bicep articulation there, and then, of course, the standard Black Series elbow, the single jointed elbow. This piece here is a free floating piece, but to get it off, you would have to pop the torso off to get it off. There's nowhere where it snaps in, at least nowhere that I've seen. No. But we looked at that guy, now we look at this guy. This is the Mandalorian Loyalist, which, again, you know, it's, with the exception of the shoulder pauldrons here, which you can see that one there. Almost looks like an Ohio State logo. And that one. But with the exception of the pauldron and the helmet, it is the exact same figure as the Super Commando. It does have the holsters here built into the leg, which I do like. And again, very, very, very tight fit, which I suppose is better than it being very loose. But yeah, it's just a, you know, Jango Fett body reused. You'll see here it has the two notches that are painted here that aren't painted on this one. But aside from the helmet and the pauldrons, it is literally the same figure. See, the jetpack on this one is a little more detailed as far as the paint goes. And they're not bad figures, you know. I'm all for Mandalorians, but there's so much other things I would like. But that's a video for another time. I don't want to complain about Hasbro because ultimately, I'm a fan. You know, a lot of the Black Series stuff, I'm quite a fan of. Just to drive my point home, here's Jango Fett, and this is the original Jango Fett. This isn't the new Game Reverse one. Like, this was the old, I believe it was an orange line figure from episode 2. You'll see that he has his, there's the head under there. But, yeah, it's literally the same figure. With the exception, you know, he's got his Westar 34s slung here with this rig. And these have this different thigh piece, but you can see there, same chest, same legs, and if you turn them around, all three have the same jetpack, which they're from about the same time. Same divot in their pants there. Yeah, literally the same figure. Which, like I said, I get it. They're from about the same time period. Of course, I believe by the time that these guys were running around the Clone Wars, old Jango had already lost his head on Geonosis. So, but yeah, there's the two new Mandalorian figures. Very cool. Even if they are reuse, I do like the, you know, this is sort of the Death Watch Mandalorian that you see in the Mandalorian show, which is cool. But yeah, new piece here, new piece here. But other than that, it's a Jango Fett, and that's fine. Last up, we have Ahsoka Tano. And you'll see here, there's a couple parts reuses here, but there's some new to Ahsoka anyway. This chest piece here is a new piece. The head is a new piece. The belt here is a new piece. The legs are reuse. The forearms are reuse. This is just arms. Here is the original Black Series Ahsoka, as seen in Star Wars Rebels. And you'll see the head here is completely different. This arm piece is different, but the forearm piece is the same. It's just painted a little differently. And the legs are the same. This one has a skirt on, but they're still the same legs. And of course the chest piece here is very different. But I like the Ahsoka figure. And again, I haven't seen the Clone Wars. Here are her lightsabers with the removable blades. There we go. I did not dig up the old Ahsoka lightsabers, but you'll see here she has hooks on her belt. Like, I don't know what these are called, but she has hooks there for those, and these use like a peg system to peg into the side there. And there. Yeah, get in there. But there she is. And she's got her short lightsaber and her long lightsaber. So, but yeah, so let's get all four of them out here and take a look at them together. And there they are, all four together. Cad Bane, Super Commando, Loyalist, and Ahsoka. I did not pick up any of the 332nd Troopers because, as I said, I did not watch the Clone Wars, so they really held no interest for me. I would have just been taking them from another collector for the sake of having them, and I try not to do that. Like, I enjoy this hobby. I would, you know, I always appreciate it when I can find stuff in stores, so I didn't want to rob another collector of that. But here they are. I wish I could have gotten the Cad Bane. That was the Pulse exclusive. The little droid that he comes with. I do like droids, and it would have been nice to have it. Maybe we'll get a chance in the future to get that droid somehow. Until then, I suppose I shall just be without it. But I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will get around to them as soon as I can. Any comments, leave those in the comments too. I always like reading the comments. Please like and share, subscribe, and all of that. And I will see you on the next one, where we will be looking at the new Transformers Red line, which is the 6-inch scale Transformers that don't transform. So that's cool. So I will see you guys on the next video.